This is kind of funny, guys. This GMC has... Welcome back to JB Reviews. I finally found a lower trim level GMC Sierra. So for 2024, they did refresh the HDs and they did a phenomenal job. So why would you buy a Denali over this? I'm really asking you guys, like, why would you buy a Denali over this? That's the question I'm gonna ask you guys and we're gonna answer in this video. Special shout out to Jerry Seiner, Buick GMC here in South Jordan, Utah. If you are in the market, be sure to check out the inventory. This truck is actually available, so long bed, SLT, fully loaded. Let's check out the window sticker. Up top is gonna be the spec for this truck, colors and engine option there. And be sure to pause for the standard equipment for the SLT. Base price comes in at $63,600 and starting off the option is the diesel. SLT convenience package has some great features in here too, like the front bucket seats with the center console and ventilated seats too. And it does continue on this side. Max trailering package was $645, and then here's the paint. Destination came in at $1,895 with a total price of $80,140. So up front, the SLT does have a lot of chrome, like a lot of chrome. I think that they should really redo this for the next model year because I feel like the chrome trim piece up top here, it does kind of collide with the trim piece here, and then there's chrome down on the bumper. There's just like a lot going on the front end. And I would venture to say if they painted just this trim piece going around the grill here, it might make it look a little bit better, but there's a lot of chrome on the front of this truck. However, full LED headlights come standard and fog lights. You do get black tow hooks, however, versus the chrome ones that come on the Denali. Parking sensors are still there. Forward-facing camera. As I said earlier, this truck has a lot of features for a lower trim level, and it's really well equipped. Now, another reason why you probably would choose a Denali is the wheel and tire setup. So this does have an 18-inch wheel, whereas on the Denali you're going to get a 20-inch wheel. Although a lot of people don't really like the new design, and these 18s don't look bad at all. It's wrapped in a Michelin tire, LT 275/70/18, and then here are some of the capacities right there. Independent front suspension, and the only thing that this one's missing is the Rancho shocks, which comes on the Denali. Chrome fixed running boards down below. Typically you see the power deployable ones on the Denali, but pretty much the same chrome that you see right there on the mirrors, around the windows, door handles, all that's the same as the Denali. And it doesn't look bad. It's a big truck, 8-foot bed. You have the steps on the side, front and rear. I wish that GM would do maybe like a 50-gallon fuel tank option for the long beds at the very least. But this is gonna be 36-gallon, 7-gallon right there. And here's that sticker. And this one does have that high capacity trailering package because you see those 2 overload leaf springs and 5 leaves in the main pack. They also do the fabric material out back too. So they don't take that away when you get a lower trim level, which is a really good added benefit, because if you don't have that in there, you hear the rocks hitting that paint and it doesn't sound good. Out back, full LED taillights, and they're pretty much the exact same ones you see on the Denali too. Multi-Pro tailgate with the backup camera and the light down below for your Class 5 receiving hitch. You have 2 camera inputs here for your trailer and a 7-pin. And this is why you would get the multi-flex tailgate, although it probably comes standard on the truck. I think most GM trucks it comes standard. 4 and 7-pin. You do have a handle to get in with your 5th wheel prep package. And there is a bed view camera above. And then here's the other side. I can't even get this whole thing inside the camera too. It's such a big truck. Wow. Now let's go ahead and pop the hood and discuss the Duramax. I can start by saying that low-end torque was improved by 25%, better combustion and turbo. I really do believe that they're lying about their horsepower and torque numbers, because 470 horsepower and 975 pound-feet of torque makes this truck a rocket ship. Like if you're rolling like about 15 miles an hour, that turbo's already spooling. Like you can feel it, and it just wants to go. Like even my dually that has 37s is still fast. 10-speed transmission behind this engine, and this has a Denso fuel pump and injectors, which makes this a pretty reliable diesel option. This is kind of funny, guys. This GMC has the Chevy interior. Isn't that funny? I have to grab a key for a Denali or even a AT4 and show it to you, but this is basically my interior, like for like an LTZ truck basically, and it's not bad. So all of this is Chevy right here. This is all Chevy, right? Now these screens are still the same whether you get a Chevy or a GMC. However, a lot of people were telling me in the comment section that the shift column blocks the screen for the GMCs, but this is a GMC and it's not blocking it, right? And that's because this is a Chevy interior. Like this is exactly the same as my High Country. I don't really care otherwise, but this is like, even like right here, like everything is just pretty much the exact same as my Chevy. And that's okay because I think that the interior in the Chevys is just as nice. But there's no heads-up display, which you normally see on Denali's. And as I mentioned, the door card is pretty identical to what I see on the Chevy side of the house. So you have your seat memories there. You still have power windows and power door locks as you would expect. You have tow mode for the mirrors. They do fold as well. So you still have the same functions with the lights for backing up your trailer. Automatic full drive system. You have off-road drive mode and normal. The only thing is the steering wheel. I think the steering wheel might be a little different too. But this is all different. This whole center stack here. And that's okay. 2 USBs, power plug right there, wireless charger. And yeah, this is all pretty much the same. Even like the trailer brake is in a different spot versus the Denali and the AT4. So there you go. You have this storage cubby up here. I actually like this better personally. I think that this is a nice interior. As I said earlier, 360 camera views right there. Bed view cameras right here. You can zoom in as well. And something I learned too, if you put the line on for the backup, it will pop up here too. Now, really quickly, I show this all the time, but I've never done a video on the SLT, so I'm just gonna show anyone who might be interested in this truck. You can customize this digital gauge cluster. This is a 12.3 inch screen. You can do digital, or you can just do clean. I personally like the progressive. What else I like about this is on the left side, you can add your tire pressure. On the right side, you can add your transmission temp. And on the bottom screen, right here, you can do the minimum or maximum amount of information. Info page, you can deselect, select everything you want to see, and I'll show it to you next. I'm just going to select everything there so you can see it. So this is the first thing you're going to see. Be sure to pause it to see more. And if you want, you can take things out of here too. Like for example, you already see that you have your transmission temp on the side right there. So you don't have to have it in here. So that's what I like about this system. It's very customizable. This screen here, if you want, you can add your cameras here and then take out your audio. You have navigation in the screen. You have split screen. This is a 13.4 inch display. And what I like about it is you can have your tire pressure monitoring system up for your trailer, navigation's here, and then you have all your gauges. It's just a great setup, and you have everything clear and easy to get to. Yeah, even like this trunk piece is exactly the same as Chevy. Now, something else I noticed too, they don't put that Velcro inside of here, so this is just hard plastic. And when you put stuff inside of here, it could rattle around. That's what I don't like about it. But nice trunk piece here, soft touch. You have perforated leather for the seats, 10-way on both sides. And because this is a long bed, let's see. you have enough capacity to carry a 2,784 pound truck camper. And this wood trim piece is just plastic. Doesn't have a nice feel to it like on the Denali Ultimate. Out back, storage cubbies in the back of the seats here. Seat back pocket, heated outboard seat still, USBs, cup holders, LED lights. Now this one does not have a sunroof. And then storage below the seat. Now you guys saw that this truck had the max trailering package, right? So gross axle weight rating up front is going to be 5,600 pounds. The rear is 7,250 and 11.9 GVWR. So this axle is the same as the 1 tons. And this is just a couple hundred pounds lower. The diesel GVWR is going to be 12.1 for 3,500. As far as your numbers up here go, you have a max payload of 3,534 pounds for a 3/4 ton. That is pretty darn big. Gross combined weight rating is the same as the 1 tons. And curb weight, 8,366 pounds. So this truck is pretty heavy, but it has a beefed up suspension, frame, and rear end. 20,000 pound conventional towing, 21.5 for your gooseneck. So you have big numbers there. And for those who like to see that yellow sticker, it's right there. And real quick, I didn't point it out, but 18x8 wheels, in case you were wondering about running a bigger tire. Hope you guys liked the video. Special shout out again to Jerry Signer, Buick GMC. If you are in the market, this truck is available for sale. And let them know you saw the video if you do decide to buy. See you guys soon.